the stress of the sandwich generation during retirement and how you can manage your health to decrease that stress and find joy in your retirement years. The sandwich generation is the time in a person's life when they are in the middle of the older generation, possibly parents, and the younger generation, maybe adult children, maybe children who are in their late teens, and maybe young grandchildren. So there's obligations to help, sometimes care, physically care, um, doing errands, different types of responsibilities with that. And with that comes a lot of uh, burnout, extreme fatigue, not being able to care for yourself physically, not being able to care for yourself mentally, diet not being the great, sleep not being the great. And sometimes it feels like this isn't the life that you thought retirement was going to be. Retirement is always thought of as those carefree years where, you're going to enjoy you know, your, they call it the go-to, I think it's go-go years where you're still young enough to do a lot of activities. So to be able to enjoy, doing the activities you want to do, having a good balance. And sometimes that just doesn't happen with the sandwich generation. Some things that do help is really planning intentionally with your friends and with your activities. So when I say planning and intentionally, is it possible to plan ahead, even a week ahead? Can I have coffee with a friend one week? Can I have lunch with a friend one week? Going for a walk with a friend is great, or a family member, and also other activities that are of your interest. I know myself, I started playing pickleball and I absolutely love it. In regards to pickleball, exercise is very important, and to plan intentional exercise. And, hopefully it would be something that you would enjoy. Again, for myself, I love to walk. I'm always going to be a walker. It's always going to be a part of my life. And trying to fit something in almost every day. There are days that I'm not able to, but most days I do try to. I try to a nice balance of exercise as well. Can you do a little bit of walking? Can you do a little bit of stretching? As you can see, I'm down in my basement and I'm so sorry. It's a little bit cluttered, but I have my Pilates reformer right here. We have an exercise bike and a treadmill and some weights. And it's if for myself as well, there's been times in the last couple of years I haven't been able to do some of the activities I want to do, simply because of responsibilities that I have, but also with my LS, my lichen sclerosis symptoms will flare under stress, right? So then I have to manage that, and I'm not always able to do some of the activities that I enjoy doing. So go for a walk. I do Pilates. I do some strength training. We're trying pickleball, and I didn't think I was going to like it. I absolutely love it. We just started, me and my husband, and it's something that we can do as a couple that we really enjoy. We have a lot of laughs. We're not, serious. We've only been out maybe, 6 to 8 times. But yeah, just getting to know it, and it's great to be outdoors doing that activity as well. So yes, planning that activity, and it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no and to take care of yourself at times, because that's so important. I'm just going to grab a Kleenex. That is so important. What's the airplane when they say put your oxygen mask on first and then help the person beside you? Because if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of others. And when you are able to say no, or just take a break when you need to take a break, then that is going to benefit yourself, your health, and your relationship with those that you are helping with. Because there's not going to be, you're going to feel better, right? There's not going to be maybe some resentment. I talk to a lot of people as sandwich generation, and they're feeling very overwhelmed. They're just feeling like there's no balance, right? So it's, key to get some balance back into your life. Self-care, whatever that is, drinking more water, like I said, going for a walk. Can you take 5 to 10 minutes and sit down and read a book, have a cup of tea? Yeah, you may not always like every situation that you're in, and sometimes accepting that that's where it is can help instead of like fighting it and avoiding that feeling. Accepting this is where I am in my life. This is what I can do to help myself. This is what I can do to find the joy. There is hope. It does, these little things, these little rituals, this planning can help. And it is so important at this stage of our lives during retirement to take care of ourselves. We want retirement to be enjoyable. We want it to be happy. We want to be healthy. I hope that you found this helpful. Please please comment. Where are you in your retirement? What are you struggling with? What has helped? What activities are you doing that you really enjoy and you never thought that you would enjoy? Please subscribe. I would really like to create more content. I would really like to create a community for individuals where we can come and share our thoughts, share our ideas, and yeah, make in our retirement enjoyable. Take care.